Hello everyone, Big Game Al here, back with another pickups video, pickups 75. Yes, the video you've all been waiting for, where I promised retro. Well, we've got a fair few bits of retro. Yeah, there's a good handful, over a handful of retro here. So, very pleased with what I've got. Also, if you watched my video yesterday, I've got my Beer 52 delivery finally come through. So, this is the second time recording this, and I've had to change my t-shirt because I opened this and it went everywhere. And that is Veronica Neon Stout, 6.2%, all the way from Croatia. And as you can see, it's very dark, but watch this little tiny pour. I don't want to do too much because it literally just froths up and it went everywhere. So yeah, there is this is the second take. And I had to dry my side down. But yeah, what we got this week then? We've got some nice stuff. So I just want to give a shout out to our man here, Gurnaldinho Plays. It's got a bit dark. Get the light back on. So Rob Gurnaldinho Plays done a couple of pickups videos lately when we said about a couple of games, and yeah, I've managed to pick them up thanks to his recommendations of saying they're going to be quite hard to find and stuff. So we'll get onto that when I show them. But yeah, so what have we got to start with? So I bought this game thanks to Ross Bohoho. He was streaming it and he wants to complete it, but there's a couple of online achievements. So he was asking people to buy it, and good old me here, I went and bought it, and we've actually done the online achievements for it, which was quite hard. We thought it was going to be a one-on-one, but there was computers chucked in there, and the computers are pretty brutal. But if you did watch his stream, it was of Mini Motor Racing X for the PS4. So yeah, this game is really hard. It's not in there because it's in the system. Ghost Giant, there you go, available now if anyone wants to buy a Ghost Giant. Made by this company. So yeah, I picked this up because Ross basically wanted someone to play with. It's a kind of Micro Machine style game, and it was quite fun. We played a few races on there, and then there was a football mode on there where you basically have to score a couple of goals and win. So we just basically let each other win. Yeah, but it's going to take a long time, this game. We realise there's a lot of tracks on it. Well, not so much tracks, but there's a lot of championships. So yeah, looking forward to giving that one more of a play. Right, next up, this one is thanks to Dylan. Dylan posts in the group, as he always does, loads of games. Now, I don't normally buy the games he says, but this one has come from Red Art Games. I know a few people have showed this. I've probably had this sitting here for a couple of months, but I haven't done a pickups video in all that time, even though you've been watching them every week. I filmed them like 2 months ago. So, what did I get from Red Art Games? We've got Strumfront, the Mutant War Ubel edition. So this is an arcade style game, top down, run and gun. Reminded me a little bit of I forgot what it's called now, the Mega Drive game that they made. Xeno Crisis? Yeah, Xeno Crisis. It reminded me a little bit of that. So yeah, just basically running around shooting mutants. I believe there's only 5 levels on it. It's not a very long game. A total war has destroyed Earth. Mutants stopped listening to orders. Arcade action game. There you go. It says it on the back. And I can't read the rest because it's all in French. But yeah, this looked really fun, and currently sold out, and it's going for quite a fair bit on eBay now if you wanted to get a copy of this. So I think this was about £20 or £25. I've got this and a few other games at the time, which I'm saving for later videos because I was trying not to fill this up with modern stuff for you. Trying to get a bit more retro in here. So yeah, looking forward to cracking this open and giving it a go. It's only one player, so we can't play online and get help. But yeah, cheers for the recommendation, Dylan. So we're going to give this a try. Nice stout. Hasn't really got any flavour to it. Very earthy. What's it meant to have? Yeah, not meant to have any flavours. Just a barley malt, oatmeal, hops and yeast. So we're going to try and froth it back out a bit more. So yeah, literally it went everywhere. It's not bad though. I'll give it a good review. Get myself some more points on the old Beer 52 website. Right, what else have I got for you? Also, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Since the last video, I think I've got out about 30 or 40 subscribers. So, the last one that I recorded for a pickups video anyway. I've done other videos since, but I've not filmed any of these weekly pickups videos for about 2 months. So, if you are new, thank you. Right, next up, we've got an Xbox One game, and I've actually got the 1000G on this. It's a Telltale series, and it's Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. The Telltale series. So yeah, it says season pass disc on it, but it's all 5 episodes on this, or seasons, what we want to call it. So yeah, I really enjoyed this game. It was brilliant. You mainly play as Star-Lord, but you do control all the other Avengers at some point in the game and other characters as well. So, really, really enjoyed this. Like I say, 1000G'd it. The end was brilliant. The first episode was brilliant. In fact, the first episode was probably the best one out of all of them. But it just makes for the rest of the game. It's very weird in stages. But the music's good. If you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what music plays throughout it. So, yeah, really, really enjoyed this. So if you haven't played it, get yourself it and finish. It's about 6 to 8 hours for the 1000G, but I really enjoyed it. Right, next up is a brand new game. I think this is my only Xbox Series X game / Xbox One. And I had to get it. It's been sitting on the side for about a month now, and I've not opened it. Still sealed. And it's Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. So yeah, really looking forward to giving this a go. I want to try and play a few more actual physical games rather than digital stuff off of like Game Pass and stuff like that. So I picked this up. It's meant to be absolutely rock solid, but it's just your typical old school 2D platformer if you've ever played Alex Kidd on either the Mega Drive or Master System. I believe this has a reversible cover as well. Might not be this version, but it definitely has a nice manual in there that makes it look like a Master System game. So really, really looking forward to grabbing this, playing this. So you get a key ring and a manual, and then it's written in other languages as well. So, yeah. And my last modern game, kind of, is Paper Mario, the Origami King for the Nintendo Switch. So, yeah, Paper Mario is back again for another installment. And it's the same old storyline. Old Princess Peach doesn't know how to look after herself and gets kidnapped by Bowser again. And you've got to go and save her. I've not heard good things about this, so I look forward to giving it a go myself though. The Origami King ambition is to fold Mario's world into a new origami kingdom. There you go. If you don't know what origami is, it's paper folding in Japan and all that way. So yeah, that was my modernist stuff. So the next 3 games, the reason why Gurnaldinho plays is on me in the background there getting a shout out. As you can see, he's done 2 pickups videos lately. He's done an Xbox 360 roulette and plenty of Xbox 360 games. So these 3 games were from watching that. So the first one I watched, and I went on to CEX and they had both of them in my local CEX. So I went down there checking them, all in lovely condition. I might as well show them both together. That is NASCAR 08 and 09. So yeah, these are the only 2 NASCAR games they made for the 360. So yeah, if you've never played NASCAR before, it's basically just driving around in a big circle trying to win the race. But this is right on my street. I'm looking forward to giving these a go. Games had this at some point though. Absolutely ripped it to bits. Put loads of stickers on it. Someone's had a Wii on the manual. It's got a different colour, but it's there. If I can find a manual at a later date just to upgrade that, I'll do it. But for now, that's good enough. And then 09, pretty much same thing. Both made by, well, featuring ESPN. I think are they EA games? Yeah, they are. It says it right in the middle. So there you go. NASCAR 09, all nice and complete. So was very happy with them. And then in his last actual pickups video, he went to his local CEX and was it his pickup? No, it weren't his pickups video. It was CEX challenge. He went and done the £10 two store challenge, and he said they had this in store, and he checked it and it had the manual and everything. So I went on to CEX because I would have gone and picked it up, but I was self-isolating at the time, weren't allowed that, so I ordered it, waited a day, looked online, they had 2 copies on there, and then when I looked online after a day, there was 1 copy on there. And it was the copy that Rob was talking about. It was in really nice condition. I'm thinking, oh great, this one's going to be absolute garbage. I'm going to have to take it back. But no, it's actually turned up, and this is in really nice condition as well, all complete. It was £25, and that is Zumba Fitness World Party. So yeah, this was the last Zumba game that I needed for the 360, and absolutely fantastic condition. So very pleased for that. So thank you, Rob, for your information. Even though it come from a different store, it was still spot on. If it would have come and it would have been bad, I just ordered the other one what was on there before I took this back anyway. But yep, there you go. Zumba Party World Fitness. Well, Zumba Fitness World Party. May give it a go at some point, lose a bit of weight. Right, and my last 360 game, I went to Hartford with my brother, his missus and the little one. We just went there to have a day out, go around the park and stuff, and then we went. My brother said, oh, do you want to go for lunch in the Wetherspoons? So I went, alright. But literally opposite Wetherspoons is a CEX, and we was walking past and he went, oh, do you want to look in CEX? So I went, yeah, alright then, why not? Weren't really after anything, I'd not really checked my list, so I didn't know what they had in there, what I needed, but they did have 1 game that I needed. It was quite pricey. I paid for it on a voucher, so it's not too bad. But that is Crash Mind Over Matter. The Mind Over Mutant, not Matter. Mind Over Mutant. So I believe there's only the 2 Crash games on the 360. I now own both of them. So I went in there, picked it up, no manual in there. I'm like, went up to the counter. I said, "Oh, do you mind looking if this has got a manual?" She went behind there and she's like, "Yep, it's got a manual." I'm like, "Great, I'll take that." I don't really like asking if they got manuals. I prefer to know whether they're in the case or not. But I know a lot of people steal them and stuff, so that's why they're put behind the counter, especially for a game like this, because this was £28. So yeah, this is your typical Crash Bandicoot platformer. So very happy to add that. Right, next up, we've got a Wii game. Yep, that's right, I said it, a Wii game. So I was just looking through one of my local CEXs, looking through the Wii section, and I saw this game and I thought, you know what, I don't own that. I think Cooper's World has picked this up lately, or was given it by someone, I believe. But I saw it and I'm like, I love this series, I need to get this game. SSX Blur. So yeah, SSX snowboarding game. It was in absolutely fantastic condition. It's even got a safety book in there, you know I need them. But yeah, so I don't know what the controls are going to be like on this with the Wii Motion Plus or Wii Motion controllers. But it says you can use the nunchuck on there, so it could be fun. Looking forward to giving that a go. So yeah, very pleased with that. Right, next up, I was watching all these PS1 videos that have been going around, and Ross showed a game, and he said it was like Pokemon. So I went on to eBay looking for it, and I put a bid on one, but I didn't win it. But then I saw they had a second game that was out on the PS2. And it was £15, buy it now, free postage, so I jumped on it. And it's Jade Cocoons, or Jade Cocoon 2. Not Cocoons, there's a 2 on the end. Jade Cocoon 2. So basically this is supposed to be a bit like Pokemon. You go around collecting spirits and then you make them fight. In your old turn-based strategy games. So coming from eBay, you know, you get to check the inside, so it's all nice and complete. So yeah, looking forward to giving that one a go, Ross. Nearly onto the retro. Right, so next up, I was in my local CEX, and someone had literally traded in their whole collection. And I was just looking through like the Wii games, because they put all the Wii and Wii U together, and I spotted this Wii U tile. It wasn't cheap, it was about £30, but it's one you don't see around very much, and it's a lot more on eBay. So I managed to pick up Tank, which is basically Earth Defense Force in vehicles. So you're going around destroying these aliens, whatever you want to call them, stop them from taking over Earth, and you have to do it in tanks. So yeah, it was all opened out, all nice and complete. Because this is the CX that doesn't keep the manuals behind the counter. They're in the thing. So if you open it up and there's no manual in there, you know it hasn't got a manual. So I was very happy to add that. Right, next up. Where was I for this one? I can't even remember. I was out and about somewhere. It was quite far away. It weren't a local one. And I was just I went into the store and I thought I'll have a look at like their retro section and see what they had. And to my surprise, I managed to find a Game Boy Color game. So yeah, for the Game Boy Color, we have got Robot Wars. This Metal Madness, I think. Metal Mayhem. Robot Wars Metal Mayhem. Try and get that to focus a bit better. Cover my face. Yeah, I'm sure you've all seen what a Game Boy Color game looks like. There you go. So, what's good about this game is it's Robot Wars. So you get to build your robot and try and win it. And take on all of the big monster robots. I can't remember what they're called now. Used to love the show though. Used to have, what was his name? Craig, whatever his name was. Bloke from Red Dwarf. Sure it was him. Used to do the voice on it. Absolutely brilliant. So looking forward to putting that in the old Game Boy Color and giving that a play. Right, next up, I was mental. I need to have a beer for this one. So a couple of months back, we was doing the shelf game. And it went on a bit longer, and we'd all had a few drinks. And things started getting a bit silly. And then Ross come up with a fun idea. Oh, why don't you play the shelf game with my Vita collection? I'm like, oh, go on then. So I picked out my number, whatever shelf and number. And he pulls this game off and he starts laughing. I'm thinking, why is he laughing? And then he goes, good luck trying to find this. And I'm thinking, oh, great. So yeah, the game that he pulled off was Breach and Clear for the PS Vita. And why was he laughing? Because as you can tell, it has no rating or anything on there. That is because it's limited run games, #1. The first ever game they made. So this set me back £200. Yeah. £200 for a Vita game I'm not even going to open and play. It's probably my sort of game, to be fair. It's like a strategy style army game. We have to go into, there's different missions on there and you have to clear the rooms, and you've got like an army of, you got your little army and you have to place them in different places to take out the enemies. So I don't think the back's going to show it justice. But yeah, Ross said it weren't a very good game, but I don't know. Like I say, it's never going to be opened. It's one of them ones that's, I'll just get it digitally. There's no point buying it. No point opening that one. I'll just pay like a couple of quid and get it digitally, even if I get it on the PS4 or something, just so I can play it. Right, next up, like I say, I've been watching them PS1 videos going around, and Chris 48K showed a game, and he said it was a bit like Command & Conquer. So as soon as someone says it's like Command & Conquer or Pokemon, my eyes lit up, my ears open, and I'm on eBay searching it. I managed to find it on eBay. It was only about 6 or 7 quid delivered. It's made by Bullfrog. Bullfrog. Made by Bullfrog. So it's a subset I wouldn't mind going for. The PS1 games made by Bullfrog, because they do make some good games. And yeah, this was Syndicate Wars. So yeah, really looking forward to giving this one a play. Like I say, he said it's a bit like Command & Conquer, so your real-time strategy game. Of course, coming from eBay, you get to check it. It's all nice and complete. Manual's in lovely condition. So yeah, there you go. Really looking forward to playing that. Next up, I was watching Retro Bear's PS1 collection video. His top 10 games, and I think 4 of these were in it. Yeah, weren't really. I ain't done one yet, I don't think. But sorry, Russ, I had to get it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. So I've got Tony Hawk's Skateboarding, because over here it wasn't called Pro Skater until the second one come out. It was just Tony Hawk's Skateboarding. So now I have the second one, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And I absolutely loved this game back in the days, so much so that I bought the remake. I haven't finished it yet, I need to get back to it. It was one of them ones I've got, started playing it, realised it was going to take a long time, and then moved on to something else, as you do, because I lose my attention. But can't beat the originals, can you? Skate as legendary Tony Hawk, or one of the 12 other pro skaters. THPS 2. The legend rides on. There you go. So I had to add that. And then again, looking in my local CEX, this game was in there. And I'm like, I don't own that, I need to get it. It's one of Geordie Slasher's favourites in the old survival horror style games. I know a lot of people rate this game very highly. I've never played it, I've never owned it, so I know that the first one of this is more of like an RPG survival horror game, whereas this one's more survival horror with a little bit of RPG in it. And that is Parasite Eve 2. So yeah, you get to play as this woman, I forgot what her name is now. Begins with an A. Aya Bree, there you go. Aya Bree, I knew what her name was. I knew it began with an A. So, yeah, she's working part of the FBI, and all of a sudden all these weird creature, monster things, whatever you want to call them, appear. And she has to use her parasite powers. And a gun. But it's meant to be really good. It's so good that it's a double disc game. A lot on there, and a lovely manual advertising Final Fantasy 9. So yeah, I can't say too much about it because I've never played it, but all I know is it's very highly rated by people, and I need to give it a go. Alright, next up, I was on eBay searching, and I managed to pick this up quite cheap. It turned up, the box was battered, I had to glue it back together. Yep, glue it back together. So what system was it for? It's a Sega Saturn game. It is SimCity 2000. I told you there's some retro in here. Got some good stuff. So this is your city building tycoon simulator game. Absolutely love these strategy style games. Probably got this on every system going. I mean, you can't beat the PC ones, but I've managed to piece it all back together. The box doesn't fall apart anymore now. It was literally in terrible state. There's 2 bits of sellotape here, and that was literally what was holding the box together. So I've left them on there just in case the box fails again. Yeah, like you literally opened it up, and you could literally fold this all the way over, and it'll be holding on by that little bit of sellotape there. So, and same for the manual side. So I've managed to fix it all up. Got it all nice and sorted, and it's back to its original best. Also, there was loads of stickers all over it, which I've managed to clean off and basically make it look new again. So yeah, do love my strategy games, as you know, and this is definitely up there with one of the best ones. Alright, 2 more games to go. They're both for the Dreamcast. So next up is, people call this a big hitter on the Dreamcast. I don't know anything about it. I had to buy it because it was part of the shelf game. I pulled it off of Liam Retro Ram 88's shelf, and it's not one of my personal favourites. I probably wouldn't buy it if I didn't have to, because it's a fighting game, and it's Power Stone 2. So it's meant to be really fun arcadey 4-player fighting game, so we will give it a go at some point. Even if it's when I get a couple of people around here and we have a go then. But it's got a disc in there. And we've got the manual in there. I mean, it's not the best. You can see a few creases in there with the light shining on it, but what more do you want? It's even got a little leaflet in the back here. What's this thing here? Didn't see this. Oh, it's one of them, you get to fill it in and you can tell them what systems you own and all that. Some sort of competition to win some stupid keyboard thing. Pies and Revos, whatever the hell that is, I don't know. Competition's well and truly done now. But good luck to the 10 people that won it. They're probably going for about £2 on eBay now because no one wanted them. But yep. So that leads us on to the last game. And I would class this as a big hitter on the Dreamcast, in my personal views anyway. It's one I wanted. I absolutely love the genre of the games. Let's not leave you in suspense anymore. What did I get? Giga Wing. Yes, the almighty Giga Wing. So I had to get this. I could not leave this behind. And I think it cost me about £3. No, £4.50 I think it was. It was on eBay. It was one of them things. I put a bid in. Didn't think it was gonna like end with no one else bidding on it. And no one else did, and it cost me £4.50. Yeah, I'll have to try. I'll try and find a picture. I'll probably forget, but a few people have seen it. I've sent it to a few people, going, "Look how much I paid for this game," and they couldn't believe it. But yeah, this is normally like £40–50 plus. So obviously it's a shooter, or shum up, whatever you want to call it. So Giga Wing is a full-on, non-stop, all-action, crazy as hell shoot 'em up. The Dreamcast capabilities are pushed to the limits as the screen is filled with enemy vehicles, aircrafts, bombs and bullets, all running at super smooth 60 frames per second, battle through 7 intense levels packed with hundreds of enemies using thousands of frames of animation. There you go. And if you want to read it in different languages, have a pause here and you can learn a bit of French, German, Spanish and Italian. But yeah, I was absolutely thrilled to get that. To be honest with you, I haven't even played it yet, so I need to crack that out. I've got the Dreamcast sitting down here now, so I need to get that. I need to get playing. So that is Pickups 75 done. Like I say, a bit of retro in there. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, and it hasn't been the usual modern stuff that I know a lot of people hate. And it's a bit more of a mixture, and hopefully the video is going to be more like this, with a bit for everyone. With like, I don't need as many 360 games anymore, so they're getting harder to find. I'm not really after the PS2 games. The modern stuff now, I'm not really looking at getting much more of that. I'm looking more towards the PS1, Dreamcast, Saturn, Vita. I want to add more Wii games, Wii U. Some N64 cartridges would be nice. Maybe a few SNES games if I find them cheap enough. Who knows, I might even go for the full NES set, who knows. The full PAL NES set. European exclusives. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. But for now, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers again. Hopefully you've enjoyed my beer unboxing videos, and more of them will come every month. So it just leaves me now to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.